Hello, darling. It's me, Aphrodite. You know, the goddess of love, beauty, desire, and throwing a shade so gently it feels like a compliment. Tonight, I'm not telling you tales of Olympus. No, I've decided to visit your world, and oh my stars, it's a hot pink disaster out there. So, settle in, close your eyes, and let me whisper you to sleep while giving a full commentary on the magnificent chaos you all call modern life. Because if I don't talk about it, I will absolutely explode into glitter and passive aggression. First of all, social media, sweet Eros and skinny jeans. What is happening on these little rectangles you all worship? You wake up, scroll, and suddenly you're comparing your breakfast to someone else's day in Bali reel. Rise and grind, they say, while sipping a $12 smoothie made of moon dust and trauma. And let's talk filters. Everyone's face looks like it's made of marshmallow and regret. You're all smoothing yourselves into glowing jelly beans. I invented beauty, and even I don't look like that before nectar and a 3-hour nap. So here's your bedtime wisdom. You are already stunning, darling, even with your messy bun and suspicious pajamas. Post the picture. Or don't. The only aesthetic you need is breathing. Next up, dating. Ooh, back in my day, lovers would sail across oceans, slay monsters, and write poetry under moonlight. Now it's swipe left, swipe right, ghost. One mortal said to me, Aphrodite, dating is hard. And I said, hard. Sweetheart, you have indoor plumbing and FaceTime. Try falling in love during a war involving actual minotaurs. You all want butterflies, but you also want replies in under 5 minutes and a red flag detector built into their forehead. Here's the truth. There is no perfect match. There are just two weird little humans choosing to be kind to each other over and over again. Unless it's Aries, then run. Anyway, if someone calls you beautiful, believe them. And if someone leaves you on red, leave them in the past, like mullets and fax machines. Now let's talk about something you all seem very proud of. Burnout. Apparently, if you're not working 3 jobs, going to Pilates, running a side business, journaling, and making oat milk from scratch, you're failing. Oh, how daringly exhausting. When did naps become a crime? When did doing nothing start sounding like failure instead of freedom? Let me tell you something. As the goddess of lounging on seashells, rest is productive. You are not a machine. You are not a spreadsheet. You are not a walking calendar invite. You are made of stardust and cosmic drama. You deserve to breathe. So tonight, consider this story your permission slip to stop performing and just be. Ah, beauty, my domain, my passion, my eternal headache. Oh. Let me get this straight. 1 decade, it's eyebrows thinner than a lyre string. The next, eyebrows thick enough to cast shadows. You buy creams made from snail slime, algae, crushed diamonds, dragon tears. Have you considered water and sleep? Here's the real secret. Beauty isn't something you achieve. It's something you radiate when you stop trying so hard to impress people who can't even pronounce serotonin. Wear what you love. Laugh inappropriately. Dance badly. You'll glow. Confidence, my darling, is the one trend that never goes out of style. Now, I see you trying, with your yoga apps, your gratitude journals, your incense that smells like cinnamon and confusion. You're doing your best, and I love that for you. But also, it's okay to be overwhelmed. You live on a planet where people argue on the internet about oat milk versus almond milk. And don't get me started on the news. Here's the thing. You can't fix the whole world tonight. What you can do is breathe, be kind, unclench your jaw, drink water, log off. You don't have to earn rest. You already deserve it. Okay, now can we talk about this that girl thing? You know her. She wakes up at 5 a.m., drinks warm lemon water, journals, does Pilates, eats a single blueberry, solves world peace, and all before 7. Oh, wow. So relatable. Look, I love a good aesthetic. I invented the aesthetic. But if your morning routine starts feeling like an unpaid internship, baby, you need to lie down. You don't have to be that girl. Be this girl. The one who hits snooze, stretches like a cat, and drinks her coffee in silence like a queen. Wellness isn't about perfection. It's about peace. And personally, I'm the goddess of bubble baths, snacks in bed, and not apologizing for soft living. Also, what is going on with your technology? You have watches that talk to you, fridges that judge your snacks, and robots writing poems about heartbreak. And don't even get me started on the AI dating assistants. Hi, I'm your love coach, powered by machine learning. Honey, if your soulmate is a chatbot named Greg who sends automated compliments, we need to talk. I saw someone propose to their phone case last week. I don't know if it was a prank, performance art, or just 2025 energy. Technology is amazing, but real connection? That still comes from laughter, awkward silences, and knowing someone's weird coffee order. So yes, scroll your apps, but also touch grass, make eye contact, fall in love with a human, preferably one with a personality. Let's take a moment to discuss something sacred, the group chat, where love, chaos, memes, and emotional breakdowns live in perfect harmony. There's always that one friend who types in all caps, one who only sends GIFs, and one mysterious creature who reacts to messages but never speaks. You've also somehow turned ghosting into a competitive sport. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just emotionally paralyzed and terrified of intimacy. Iconic. But seriously, if someone disappears like a puff of divine smoke after 3 good dates, that's not a you problem. That's a them and their therapy bill problem. You deserve people who don't vanish mid-emoji. And your group chat should be your temple. Protected, cherished, muted only in emergencies. Can we discuss travel for a moment? Apparently you all go on vacation and then spend 12 hours yelling in airports, eating dry croissants, and questioning your life choices. I watched a mortal try to stuff a coat, an emotional crisis, and 3 family members into a carry-on. It was ambitious. And your security lines? A tragic catwalk, belts off, shoes off, dignity gone. All this for 4 blurry photos in front of a fountain and a souvenir mug that says, "Live, laugh, love in Lisbon." You post it online, write, "Take me back," and then immediately return to hating your job and Googling how to move to Tuscany without money or a plan. Travel should be joy, not cardio with paperwork. So next time, remember, you don't need to flee the country to find peace. Sometimes it's just a candle, a snack, and airplane mode. Another thing, Why is everyone suddenly a life coach? You can't scroll for 5 seconds without someone in a beige sweater whispering, "Your inner child is tired of your self-sabotage." Darling, my inner child is napping. My outer adult is doing her best. Everyone has a newsletter, a podcast, a course on how to breathe correctly. What happened to just making a mistake and eating ice cream? Listen, advice is beautiful, but it's also okay to say, "No thank you, stranger," with a ring light. You don't need a 47-step morning ritual. You need a soft blanket, a glass of water, and the occasional emotional meltdown followed by clarity. You are your own guru. You are the vibe. You are the wisdom. You're doing great, even if your vision board is just pictures of croissants and puppies. And finally, food. Remember when everyone was afraid of carbs? Now bread is back. Baby, she's rebranded as Artisan. You eat sourdough with activated butter on rustic wooden boards and pretend you've always been loyal. No, I loved gluten. Even when it was out of fashion. Lies. But I forgive you. Also, can we please stop demonizing snacks? Food is joy. Food is love. Food is survival. And sometimes, food is a warm cookie at 1 a.m. when your brain is screaming and you need a hug in edible form. No shame, no guilt, no celery smoothies unless you like sadness. Eat what makes you feel human, and alive, and happy. And if someone judges your snack, look them dead in the eye and say, "Aphrodite told me to eat this." Take it up with Olympus. And now, my radiant mortal, it's time to let the day go. You've made it through another round of messages, meetings, weird DMs, overthinking spirals, forgotten passwords, and emotional gymnastics. And through it all, you still showed up. You still cared. You still laughed. You still tried. And I want you to know, that's more than enough. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't even need clean laundry right now. You just need this moment to rest, to breathe, to remember that existing in this wild, loud, beautiful mess of a world is already a miracle. So here's my final gift to you tonight. Permission. Permission to be soft, to be silly, to be unsure and still radiant. Permission to take up space, to rest without guilt, to not return that text right now, to dream outrageous dreams. Permission to be loved, just as you are. I'll be watching over you, probably with rose petals, dramatic lighting, and a faint harp playing in the distance. Good night, darling. Sleep deep, and wake up tomorrow ready to rule your little corner of the cosmos.